Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I say good morning, there are no gentlemen here. Or at least I was hoping, but there are. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you this morning? I'm well, thank you. I am Mrs. Sylvia and I am the one targeted by EduPulse to introduce them. And I'm not going to be running the program today. You have your own MC set out for the day. So I'm just going to go through a few slides with you so we can start on time. My apologies, we are 2 minutes late. I'm noting that now. Are we ready to start?
Yes.
Thank you. Right. Welcome to the Basic Education Women in Leadership Conference for 2024. The very first for EduPulse Africa. And highly anticipated, may I also add. Good morning and welcome to you all. And from EduPulse, their stance is, this is a month of August, it's a Women's Month. And since it is Women's Month, it's a time for us as women leaders to reflect and to check on ourselves in terms of are we where we are supposed to be in education. So EduPulse has made this platform available and for us to network, for us to get to know each other better, and for us to make sure that when we go back to our schools, we do what we are supposed to do. All right? And with that being said, much as this is a month for celebration and reflection, we need to also recognize that we stand on shoulders of giants as women. The women who came before us were not taking things for granted. The women who came before us were giants. Think of the incredible spirit of Winnie Mandela. Think of Albertina Sisulu. Think of Helen Joseph, who fought tirelessly for the rights of all South Africans, regardless of race or gender. Now, these women and countless other women have paved the way for us to be here today. And it's only right that EduPulse chose the month of August to prepare something or put together a program for women so we remember who we are and we remember where we come from. We come from greatness, but our work is far from finished, ladies. We are still fighting for equality, for justice, for a world where every girl and boy can reach their full potential. And we are doing it in the most powerful way possible, and that is through education. And as Socrates had said, education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. So it's upon us as women to remember these basics and go back to them. And once we are there, realize that every single child entrusted to us is entrusted to us for a reason. And our job is to make sure that we kindle the flame, not to fill in a vessel. The purpose of this conference is a testament of the power of women in leadership. We are educators, mentors, and role models. And we are also change makers. So we are the ones who inspire the next generation of women. We are the ones today here who must ignite their passions and who must equip them with the tools they need to succeed. Today we gather here not just to celebrate our achievements, but to empower each other, to share our experiences, and to learn from one another in order to build a stronger network of women leaders in education. And the mandate is clear going forward. Let us use this platform to amplify our voices, to advocate for the needs of our learners, and to create a more equitable and just future for all. And moving away from the purpose of the program today, I'd like to also take this opportunity to give gratitude to Vuma. We all know Vuma. Vumatel, Vuma Fiber. They have sponsors more than 800 schools so far with free connectivity. So if your school is within their range, please shout out to them as well. Get to network with the ladies outside on behalf of Vuma. They are our platinum sponsors for this event today. Can we give them a round of applause, please? Right, EduPulse has put together a program packed with some of the most powerful women in our time. Let us learn from them. let's emulate them, let's surpass them as they have predecessors. But best of all, they are not going to stop us from making it even far beyond where we are. So these are women we need to rub our shoulders with. And with this list of women, I actually am going to deviate a little from my little slide here and ask if this lady is here. I saw her on the list outside. Is Ma'am Margaret Kyobo here?
Yes.
Mama, is she not here?
She's here.
Hello, Mama. How are you? It is both an honor and a privilege to be in your presence today. And then thank you on behalf of EduPass for being here. She is one of my mentors, one of the most powerful women you will ever meet in your lifetime. Make sure you meet her during the breaks. So these are the women that we tried to put together to pull through so that we all learn from each other and we all go back and make sure that things are happening within our schools. And as a school principal myself, I am willing to learn today from each and every one of you here. The aim was not to bring you here for a feel-good half-weekend outing. No, it's not one of those. We don't want you to go home and say, "Oh, wow, that was happening." That's not the aim. The aim is that we need to start a relationship amongst ourselves aimed at changing the face of our education system in this country. And it starts with a woman. There's a saying in Sepedi, I am a Pedi speaking person, a mixture of different races, as you can see. There's a saying, Kasepedi, they say, when things go wrong, the English translated, I don't know how to translate it excellently because it makes so much sense for me in Sepedi. They're saying, a mother holds the knife on the sharp edge, like where things. So that means when we see there are problems in our country, our job is not to whine and complain as women. Our job is to hold it where it hurts. And our job is to pull this department back into shape. Our job is to work in such a way that our children come out of our hands knowing that we have given them 110%. And if that fails, we know we haven't failed. All right? So the purpose of this conference today is that we need to remind you that as women, those women who marched many years ago did not march because it was pleasant. Women are not meant to do pleasant things. Our job is not to pull their hairs in class, to fight with them, to throw chairs, to scream, to belittle them. Our job is to nurture and build. Our job is to remember why we are mothers. And nobody can do it better than us. Hence, EduPass is saying, let's maybe go back to basics, because we are the basics. We are the mothers. Let's go back to basics and work with the basics and see if we can make a turnaround in this thing. And I believe we are going to, because within 6 weeks of plenary for this whole conference, look at how many of you are here. Isn't this great? It took only 6 weeks for them to put it together. Amazing. And with that being said, I'm saying to all of you, so let us rise, let us embrace the legacy of those who came before us, and let us forge a path towards a brighter future for all women in education and for all children in our education system. And with that, I say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you. And coming after me will be your MC for the day, Ms. Hasna.
Thank you very much.